Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Code Mind. Today we will continue the session with the string based question. So let's begin. Our first question is we need to write a program to swap given two strings. So what is the question? We need to swap the given two strings. So two strings are given, these are the inputs, and display the output as shown below. So input we have given the two strings, we need to swap those two strings. What will be the output? String before swap is hello world and strings after swap is world hello. So we need to swap that one and we need to print the output in this same format. Okay. So let's see the code. Very easy question. So first initially S1 is for the taking the first input. For example, we have taken the hello, and then S2 is for the second one, that is your world. Okay. This is the first input we have taken. This is the second input we have taken. Now L1, what we need to do for the L1? So L1 will do the S1 dot split. So there is only one word, so it will split as a hello. L1 will contain this one, and L2 S2 dot split, that is the L2 contains what? L2 contains your world. Okay, so I already explained you what is the difference between split and list. That is the L is equals to S dot split of, and L is equals to list of S. What is the difference between these two? I already explained you. If you hadn't watched that video, go back in, I think in the part 13 or in 14 I explained that one. So go and check out there. You can find the link in the description box. Okay. So let's see what will be the our output. So we need to print this one. So in this format, that is print, that is in the double quotes, we have a string before swap and a string after swap. Okay. So before swap A is equals to L1 of 0. So L1 of 0 is hello and L2 of 0. L2 of 0 is hello world. So before swap it is the hello world will be printed, and after swap A is equals to L2 of 0. So L2 of 0 is your world. So world will be printed, and L1 of 0. So L1 of 0 is your hello. So world hello will be printed. Okay, very easy question. Going to the next question. Very big question, but very simple. Monica introduced the concept of palindrome, saying a palindrome is a sequence of character which reads the same backward or forward. So this to be considered, a palindrome is a sequence of character which reads the same backward or forward. For example, madam, madam. Okay, if it is read from the forward it is madam, if it is read from backward madam. So both the forward and the backward reading are same, then yes, it is a palindrome. So we can say yes, it is a palindrome. Now since he loves things to be a binary, he asks you to find out whether the given string is palindrome or not. So first task we are having is to find out whether the given string is a palindrome or not. If a given string is palindrome, you need to state is a even palindrome with even length, or an odd palindrome with the odd length. For example, madam. So it's a palindrome. If it is a palindrome, then you need to print the yes, and you need to calculate the length of this palindrome, this word. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's an odd, so you need to print that odd. Okay, for example, A, B, A, B. Okay, so if we read from the forward, it's A, B, A, B. If you read from the backward, it's a B, A, B, A. So no, it's not a palindrome. When it is not a palindrome, we just simply write the no. Okay, because if you read from forward, it is A, B, A, B, and when you read from the backward, it's B, A, B, A. So it is not a palindrome. So see here the example. Input is your, the first line consists of the T denoting the number of test cases. So this is the T for the test cases. Next follows T's line. Each line consists of a string of a lowercase English alphabet. Okay. So for each string, you need to find whether it is a palindrome or not. For every test case, you need to give some string. Like there is how many number of test cases, there is a string, and for every string you need to find out whether it is a palindrome or not. That is the first criteria. If it is not a palindrome, then simply we will print the no. If it is a palindrome, then print yes followed by the space and print even if it is an even palindrome, else print odd. Even palindrome means, for example, if it is your A and A. Okay. So if you read from the forward, it is A. Read from the backward, it's A. And what is its length? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's a 4 that is divisible by 2. So we will write the even. This is the even palindrome. So length, if the length of the string is your even, then we will write the even. If the length of the string is odd, then we will write the odd. Then output of each string should be in a separate line and the sample output. I have given the sample output. See the sample output. Okay. So T is the test, 3 is the test case, this is the test case. So those many number of strings we had given. So first string is your madam. So is the madam is your palindrome or not? Yes, madam is palindrome, so output is yes. And how many length of the string is odd, so odd is printed. Okay. Then is the A B C B A. If we read from the forward, it's A B C C B A. If we read from the backward, it's A B C C B A. So yes, these two are same. So yes, it is a palindrome. Okay. When it's a palindrome, is it even or odd? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, which is divisible by 2. So it's a even. So output is even. Now the last is Alpana. Alpana. So when it is written from the forward, when it's read from the backward is Anapla. So is both are same? No, both are not same. So simply we will print the no and we will not calculate the length of the string. Fine. So let's see how we will proceed. So I will do with the madam. Okay. Because already I explained you about the palindrome check problem. Same palindrome check problem, just we had added the length. That's it. So I will deal with the MADAM madam. Okay. So we have taken the test case which is 3 for underscore in range of 3. So S of input. So first input we have taken this one. N is the length. So our length is equals to 5. 5. Fine. Then is this is the user defined functions and we are returning something which is printing here. Okay. So we are passing that string and then is the n value. Okay. So let's see. So it directly calls here, it goes here. So I equals to 0. So I is your 0 and j is equals to n minus 1. Means I will start from here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. N minus 1, that is the length is 5. 5 minus 1 is 4. So j starts from here. Okay. So what's the algorithm we are performing is that while I is less than j, we need to iterate this loop. Okay. So if s of I is equals to s of j, if s of I equals to s of j, means if this value is equals to this value, then what we are doing, we are incrementing the I value to the next one and we are decrementing the j value to this one. Okay. So this is also same, this is also same. So again we incremented the I value and decremented the j value. Again this is same. Now j value comes here and I value comes here. So is I is less than j? No. So it will comes out of this loop and it will go here. Is n? So we have already seen that yes, it is a palindrome. So n, we are calculating the value of n, that is 5. 5 mod 2 equals to 0? No. So we will print the else, that is yes. For yes, it is a palindrome, and odd because it's an odd number. Okay. I will tell you with the another problem in which it is not a palindrome. For example, considered A, B and C. Okay. So I start from here, J start from here. Okay. Is S of I equals to S of J? Is this is equals to this? No. If not, it directly returns the no. That is printing the no. Okay. If it is a palindrome, then only it is going for this if, and If it is in even, then it is printed this one, else it is printing this one. Okay, very easy question. Previously I explained the palindrome problem. Same palindrome problem only, you are having the same code. Instead of this doing this one, here we are returning the directly the s. Okay, same palindrome problem, but here we want to give the even and odd as well, so we have written this one. Okay, so in this way they will do something changes, so you must have to act accordingly to the questions. Okay, next question. It's a very easy question. Your manager wants to find out how many times a particular alphabet has appeared in a given string. So you have a given string. So we want to find out the particular alphabet in a given string. So write a code snippet. That sample input is, if this is the string is given, Python programming, and your manager wants how many times this P had been occurred in this particular string. So there is 2 times, one is here and one is here. So that only we need to print. So check, see here. So s equals to input of, so here we have given something like Alpana. Okay. Okay, n equals to input of, n is the how many times of the particular character alphabet has written. For example, I want that A, how many times this A character had been came in this Alpana. So how many times? 1, 2 and 3. So s dot count, s is your Alpana dot count of A. So we are counting the number of times the A has been occurred in this particular string Alpana. So there is 3 times occurred. So our output will be your 3. Okay. Very easy question. Input. Now the fourth question. This is the fourth question. Okay. This is the fourth question. Our fourth question. What is the fourth question is saying? For example, we have given some input. Okay. We want the output. The first letter is to be in the small, and the rest of the letters will be in the capital. Okay, this a is the first letter of a particular word, should be in the small. The rest all the letters of the word should be in the capital. This is also the first letter of the word, so first letter of the word should be in the small letter. Other than that, the rest all are in the capital letter. So this we want as an output. Okay, so see our program. So s equals to input of, so here input we have taken that Alpana and it's a Sri. Okay. So L is equals to s dot split of, so L will contain your Alpana. Okay. And Sri. This L is containing. Okay. Now A is the empty list we have taken for I in L. Means for I in L, so I is equals to 0 and 1 for I in L. What we are taking is I in L. So I is 0 and 1, L is, so I in L. So L we are taking directly a value based question. So I is equals to Alpana. So in first case, the I is your Alpana. Okay. So what we are doing, we are appending that value A. In A we are appending, what we are appending? I of 0 dot lower of. So I of 0. So I is particularly this I of 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I of 0, we are dot lower function. Lower of function is a function to lower that particular character. Okay, or particular word. So lower function is used to lower each and every character of a particular word or that particular character. So first character we are doing it the small. First character we have did it the small with this particular sentence. Okay, so A dot I of 0, that is capital A dot lower, so capital A is converted to small a, or if it is a small a, then it will be converted to like that only, small a. If it is like ALPANA, so here it is 0, L of I of 0 is your small only, so it will remain the small as well. Okay, only the small. So L1 is equals to length of I. So L1 equals to length of I. Now what we are doing, we are calculating the length of this I. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 is the length of this I, this particular I which contains this one. So there is 5. So J is running from 1 to L1, that is 1, that is from the first index to the last index, okay, of that particular word. अल्पना. So a dot append of I of j. So I is this one. ठीक है. अल्पना, I is अल्पना of j. J is 1 2 3 4 5. So and we are particularly upper function. So upper function is used to upper that one. So L is upper L, then P is upper, then A is upper, then N is upper, then A is upper. Okay. Then J value is completed. Then again it will go into the I loop. Again the I will be incremented to 3. Now I contains your value 3. Now I contains the value 3. Okay. In 3, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So A dot append of L of I lower of. So 3 will be your of S will be of smaller. S of the 3 will be your smaller. Then is your L1 of length of I. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now L1 contains your 5. So J will iterate from 1, that is from here to here. Now converting all these, this will convert all these words into an uppercase. So it will first convert H to the upper, then E, and then E. Okay. And then we are A. So A is appended, everything is appended in A. So A contains your small a, capital L, capital P, capital A, capital N, A. Then is the small s. It is not looking like a small s. Then is your small s. Okay. Capital H, R, double E. So all these things are appended in A. So we are printing that value of A, that is print of I with the end of space. There is no space I had given because I want to print that with the same without any spaces. Okay. So each word first letter is converted to a small word. Okay. And other letters of a particular word is converted to an uppercase. So there is a lower function in Python to convert to a lower, to convert the particular digit word to a lower, and there is an upper function in a Python. Okay. So hope you got all the questions today. Okay, all the programs. That's all for today. If you like the video, please do like, comment and share with your friends and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.